Draft Boyz!
Legends, what's up?
I'm back, baby.
Oh, shit. Miles in the house.
What's
He's in the
happening?
house.
Hey, how you been?
Did you miss me?
Yeah, well, I was kind of wondering where you were, and then, I noticed that, Bale had gone missing for a bit of time. Maybe you were playing golf with him for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was pretty much doing that.
You do have a nice glow.
Yeah, I've got a... Do you like it?
Yeah.
I've been working on it.
Yeah.
It's good.
But you should see the under. It's just like a golf tan.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Just
really?
white underneath and just
Polo
brown
shirt.
everywhere else.
So we do know where he was. Peter,
Golf
how you
City.
doing?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
You had a good week?
I have had a great week.
Not fantasy-wise, but you had a good
Oh,
week.
yeah, it's okay fantasy-wise, but, good week other than that.
Well, before we go any further, welcome back to the show where we talk about the Fantasy Premier League draft game. Way better than budget. We always say it.
Yes, sir.
Budget's useless. I'm
Yeah.
playing it this year just for with some other people, and I'm just like, why do I even bother?
Sacrilege. I can't believe you're even allowed on this pod when you're doing that.
I have to do it. It's just for show.
I don't know about it. All right, well, let's move on. Let's get straight into it this
Let's
week.
do it.
Yeah.
I think I'm on Snack Chat this week, and Snack Chat is our little game. We play it every week. Everyone brings in a snack for us to berate and rate.
Always.
I've really missed it.
Yeah.
You missed it?
I listened to the last couple of podcasts without me, and those Asahis sounded delicious.
They
were
were
pretty tasty.
delicious.
The Pringles were even better.
Yeah, you guys
I reckon.
love the Pringles.
You know
They
what was
were
the
so
best
good.
thing ever? Guest Snack Chat.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a guest on. Oh, yeah, guys, we do this thing, Snack Chat. You guys should bring in snacks.
You'll be part of the team. You'll feel included.
and we get free snacks. We never have to pay back.
You guys are the cheapest bastards out, aren't
Mate, you shouldn't have left.
you? I'm not leaving again, don't
you just
worry.
got to pray for one of us.
Shout
not
out
be
to
here.
Tim and Bobby. Great job last week, lads.
Yeah, they killed it.
But now Miles is back in the house.
Yeah, I've got a lot to live up for.
Are you ready to sample my goods?
I'm excited.
We are.
Okay. Well, I'm
What
going
are
to
you
start with the
peddling this
drink.
week?
I've gone just classics.
Okay,
There's
Okay.
nothing wrong with classics.
Okay.
let's rate him shit. for
I
that.
thought since after 2 guest appearances would go something
I know.
hard, special, out of the box.
I'm
but
listening to Snack Chat, thinking about all these crazy ideas.
Okay.
And this guy goes classic. Oh.
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
It's a good classic.
All right. Yeah. Oh, that's
let's
right,
tell the
bitches.
listeners. So, listeners, this week we've been delivered some juicy Coronas.
Yep. Lime's
with a
already
lime
prepared.
already prepped inside.
I have to say, that's good lime work.
That is good lime work.
It's my best stuff.
Yeah, I like
Look.
it. And we're also looking at a massive bowl of Cheetos.
Cheezels.
Oh, Cheezels.
Cheezels. Australian version. It's the Australian classic.
Okay, yeah, I like it.
This is a snack I've had in my cupboard for a while because
It's
when I
real
did my
good.
first snack chat over a month ago.
So we're getting
I saw this and I was
expired goods.
Yeah,
No,
they're not
mate.
good. Mate, you're getting negatives.
If you don't know
Cheezels.
Cheezels, you don't know Cheezels if you think that they'd be stale. Cheers, boys.
All right.
Cheers. So for people that don't know, they don't know Cheezels. I'm not sure what they have in the US, but essentially they're like a
And the
cheese
UK.
ball, but it's a a little ring that you can put on your finger. Essentially, it's
You
all
just shout
fake
out
cheesy.
the US, mate. Just talk to the world.
Well, talk to the world,
Mate, we have big
I don't know.
reach.
Well, also mostly the US have crazy different snackage.
Mate, don't
Nice.
bias. Don't bias the
Okay,
US, okay?
okay.
Most of the US
We love
has
you,
got
US.
COVID at the moment, so they might not be around for much longer.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, you know what they've also
Gotta
got?
find other audiences.
They've got a big orange Cheezle as their leader.
I know.
Not for long, hopefully. Fingers crossed. No political
God.
biases on this podcast, obviously.
No,
No,
I think
definitely not.
we say whatever we want on this pod, but
Oh, do we?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about orange cheese?
Cheezels.
Okay.
Yeah, not great, international policies.
Come on, man. Look, good crunch.
I'm going to kick us off with a rating just so, there's something on the board for you. Look, I love a Corona. It's coronavirus season, so I'll give you
Yeah.
something decent, but it's kind of standard, so I'm just going to give you like a solid 7.5 because
I understand that.
super drinkable, super lovable. You can drink like 20 of them, no worries.
It's paired with the snack.
What are you thinking, Hito?
See, I've kind of fucked myself with my beer ratings lately because
Yeah,
I've slowly been increasing and I don't know why.
I don't want you to look at previous ratings because
but I have
that
to be-
sways you.
But I have to remind myself to think about
Just think in the moment.
what I
in the
enjoy.
What do you
more.
think right now, Hito? Go. Say a number.
Okay, well, I've now looked at the numbers too much, so I've screwed it. But I'm going to give you a 7.7.
Okay, good job.
Wow. He gave you more than what I gave you for a beer.
I know, because this is probably Hito's favorite beer.
It's up there, and then I've kind of screwed myself by the other rating. So anyway, and then in terms of the Cheezel, they're very good.
Yeah, I wasn't sure with that pause.
They're very good. I'm going to give an 8.
Wow.
Yes. How good's that cheesy goodness? All right, Myles,
the fake
give us a
cheese.
rating.
Yeah. You're not going to like me. Look, I'm going to give you something pretty standard for, like, it's not that I don't like them, but they're just not, like, my cup of tea.
The
So
more you eat them, just give them a chance.
I'm going to give you 5.
Oh!
Whoa!
I never thought that
is
would
our
happen.
lowest rating we've ever received on the pod.
Look, twisties, cheezels, they're just not really my go-to things. All right?
Twisties aren't even in the same fucking universe as Cheezels, mate.
I prefer a twisty than a cheezel.
Get out. Get out. How do we mute him? That's even.
He's clearly never put one on each finger and just slowly like.
Like,
Do you know what we've
away.
missed while Myles has been away? Controversy.
Yeah. It's
A bunch of bullshit, unsupported statements that he comes up with on a whim.
no, I'm serious. Like chicken twisties, they're all right. But look, cheese.
Chicken. Oh, God. Okay.
God, what are you doing? You're a madman.
We've got high standards for you next time, mate. Now that you're throwing the shade.
I've got a bone to
Look,
pick now.
I was just about to give you a 3, and in my head, I was like, you can't give him a 3. That's
Wow.
just too bad.
So,
I thought I'd give
you're
you-
digging yourself even deeper right now.
No, this is how much I love you. I gave you a 5.
All right. That's enough about Cheezels. Let's see if we can apply Miles's zany theories and beliefs to football.
I hope you
Yeah.
put some more Coronas, mate. You're going to need a couple to get over that rating, hey?
You know I've always got more Coronas, Hito. Come on.
And Malstradamus is always here.
All right. So, first game of next week. Wolves versus Crystal Palace. Now let's go ahead and review Wolves' last game. They played Newcastle 1-1.
Yeah.
Myles.
Yeah, I watched the game. I'm still waiting for the old Wolves to come out. I mean, I've been saying that for like the last, since the season started, but they just haven't looked themselves.
Agree. They're struggling a little bit.
They are struggling, and it's what we expected last season. Remember when they were like in Europa League and we thought, oh, they will drop off. They never did, and they were just gold again. It's just they've lost some edge, but it doesn't mean it can't be found again.
Yeah, I mean, look, they've got quality still. Like Jimenez's volley, it was just, as usual. He's just so good.
Does he ever score a normal goal?
I don't know. It's like he never really has like
It's
a
either-
poacher's
yeah.
tap in or something like
I
that.
know. It's either a nice header,
All
a
worldies.
good volley.
Just classic goals for his position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like he just scores like exactly the kind of goal that you'd expect from a player that's good in that position.
Yeah, he's class.
And, Neto's looking good. I actually dropped him this week, last minute.
I know. I was surprised by that.
Yeah, I was just like, Wolves, they're just not doing it for me. And I've got Traore as well, which is, another talking point that I wanted to talk to you guys about.
Agree.
I feel like I've just got to drop him, but I don't want to because last year, I had him in my team. I dropped him. He went on a tear.
Well, it was the
Got him
Traore Jimenez show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was constant assists and goals from the two of them. So
And with the results that Wolves have had, they need some difference. They need a change, maybe, and
why
that
I'm
could
like,
be it.
Yeah, I can't.
But
drop
he's not
him because
making
of
that change, though, is he? He's not getting many minutes.
Well, not yet, but
I
that's
know,
what we're
but-
saying. Ooh,
He's
Myles.
been coming on for the last 20 minutes, and it's just
and he looks energetic. Like every time I've seen him come on, I'm like, oh, God, he's a weapon.
yeah. And you're worried that your boy's going to get all their points again, but I can't do it yet. But I'm thinking about it.
I think the hard thing there is that both Podence and Neto are looking really good, and they're not necessarily at fault for
Sure.
not converting chances or winning because they're providing a lot of spark. So it's kind of hard to then go, okay, I'm going to take you off because you're actually doing quite well.
And the other thing that I'd like to, speak to the listeners about is that Traore is basically my 4th or 5th mid. So I'm not actually too concerned because my mids, besides that, is quite stacked. So I'm just going to leave him on my bench. I don't really need him at the moment. But if he starts to get a bit of form, I can start putting him in my starting lineup.
So at the moment, you're happy with taking the risk on him.
Yeah, because he's not really impacting my team.
So when you dropped Neto, who did you pick up?
I picked up Jorginho, which it's a strategy that I'm doing just because this year I think it's a massive thing to have a penalty taker in your team.
I do agree with that. I thought about that.
We spoke about that last week, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I've decided to pick up Georgie for a month, see how he goes.
You should have been here last week, Myles. We covered this. No, I'm joking.
Maybe that's why I did it.
No, it is a good point. It's a good. Yeah, Myles is getting his advice from us. What a surprise, bitch.
Need something to
I
happen.
knew why you were keen to join this pod.
I know he decided to pick up Bamford after I gave him that advice.
But we can talk about that later. But the last thing I want to talk about
wounds
Wolves
there.
Yeah. Yeah, it must have when you woke up on Sunday morning tonight, eh? The last thing, how lucky was Sace?
Oh, I was going to introduce that because as a Sace owner,
Yeah.
it was pretty spice.
Yeah.
You did well there. With
I
that
just looked at it,
trade.
I was like, oh, clean sheet. I actually looked at the points of the players before I looked at the results. I didn't even really see the result. I just saw clean sheet. Or maybe I didn't see it before the end.
You're
anyway,
so lucky though. Like things that happen to you are just so lucky in fantasy.
it had to go in the other direction at some point because for way too long, I was the king of unlucky.
I know, yeah.
So it's, it's just coming in. It's just swinging in the
or
right.
just drafting really bad. You tell me.
Yeah, drafting really bad.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
All right, let's move on to Palace.
Palace. Myles, you love Palace.
I do love Palace. Yeah, I'm really glad that they got another, 3 points. Zaha, see, this is what I mean. You're so lucky. You got lucky to pick him up.
I didn't get fucking lucky.
In front of me. And now, you've got the season that Zaha's just going to go crazy.
I know.
He's bloody good.
He's doing well.
That through ball was tasty.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a tasty through ball.
Nearly as tasty as these cheeses.
Do you think his
wouldn't you
knees-
say, Myles?
I might have one more.
Mate, they build.
They build.
They're a builder.
The cheesy goodness.
Just like Zaha.
Yeah. Do you think
He's been building all these years and now he's turning into a real cheesel.
Do you think his knee's going to be all right?
Oh, jeez.
Sliding into the.
I actually
Post there.
Yeah. Is he injured?
He's all good.
I
don't think he came
didn't
off,
see it
but-
on the.
I thought he was going to come off.
I know it looks sore. And I didn't see who it was, but someone was in there real hard celebrating with him on the ground. I was like, take it easy, bro.
They always do that. Like, I don't give a shit. You're in pain. I'm just going to dive on you anyway.
They could be faking it. They could be faking it.
Yes.
Half the
Well-
time they're bloody faking
Well,
it.
it's true. It is they get the tiniest little touch on the cheek and they go down screaming like they've been shot. So
Yeah.
wouldn't be
Bamford.
surprised. Like Bamford.
Anyway, we will get to that.
What about Mishi? 2 assists in 2 games. What are you guys thinking about him?
Meh.
Meh?
I don't know. For me, like,
Is that because you've got Zaha, you don't want to double up on Palace, or are you...
well, I was already doubled up on Palace. I had AU,
Yeah.
and I dropped him at basically just at the right time. I wasn't really sure what was going to happen when Mitchie came. I thought maybe Zaha might drop back, AU and Mitchie up front. Anyway, AU wasn't doing too much for me, so I kept Zaha, dropped AU. But Mitchie, like, I don't know, he's just like, he's just so meh. He's played no
Yeah.
games. He's played for no time. He's got 2
but he
assists.
just went there, and I think Roy wanted to work him into the team, and now I feel that, because that position is where they needed to be fixed up.
Yeah, well, we'll kind of see, won't we, over time if he can actually replicate any kind of form he's had previously. But for me, I noticed back-to-back weeks now he's had clear offside and then it's gone on to score it. So I think he's a little bit rusty too. And
Yeah.
he can't hold his run. He's so
he's
offside.
barely played since the last time he was at fucking Palace.
But
You're gonna get offside a couple of times. I honestly I'm not excited by him at all early on. That's for sure.
yeah.
Anything else from that game for you guys?
Not really. Why don't we just go through the top point scorers, Hato?
Yeah, definitely. Let's do it. So in terms of Palace, carrying on from them, Zaha with 13 this week.
Oh baby,
3 bonus points.
what a cheesel!
Yeah, we've got, I don't even know how to say this. I feel like I'm going to do a Milo here and do Riedewald
Oh, yeah.
with 9 points, 2 bonus.
I always said Riedewald.
Riedewald. From the juicy Zaha pass, scoring that one. And then you got, Nathaniel Klein, new right back signing, got taken off before
That's pretty big for them.
Fulham
that signing,
scored,
by
so got
way.
the clean sheet point.
How good's when that happens?
I know, it is good. So 2 players lucky this week in both these. And then obviously Mishi with the assist. And then from the Wolves perspective, Jimenez 9 points, 3 bonus, Size 7 with 1 bonus.
Yeah.
So not a lot of high scorers there, really. And especially for Wolves, who you expect clean sheets and goals.
If I had 2 players in that game and I got 20 points from the game, I'd be pretty happy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree.
Yeah, I got quite a few points across all of this. I had Jimenez, Size, and Zaha.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, this was your fixture, mate.
This was, I got fucking, 22, 20 fucking, 29 points.
Yeah.
Well, how
three
about
players in
you
this game.
predict it then?
I should predict
seeing
it.
as you've got so many players.
Oh, God. Just a lot of goals. I just see a lot of goals.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course he does.
My prediction is Wolves 2, Crystal Palace 2, all of my players to score an assist.
We don't call many draws on this prediction, but I think that's
Thought I'd
warranted.
mix it up.
think that's
Both these
warranted.
teams have goals in them.
Yeah. No, I like that prediction. I think it's pretty solid.
I think they're fairly even at this point. I wouldn't normally say that about Wolves. So, yeah, definitely keep an eye out
Agree.
for this one. There could be some goals. Let's move on. Sheffield versus Manchester City. Tom Heaton.
Yeah, well, I just obviously watched Sheffield.
You look surprised. You were like, oh, me? That's my name.
I'm not ready. No, I'm ready, mate. I'm ready. So obviously Sheffield versus Liverpool. They lost 2-1. Got quite lucky, in my opinion, with a VAR ruling on their pen to get their first goal.
That was crazy.
Yeah, what do you boys think?
I could barely tell. I don't know. Did he go through him?
Look,
Did he get the ball?
if
I don't
that's
know.
a pen and Maguire on Azpilicueta, which we'll talk about later, isn't, I don't even know why
it's
I'm watching
again the
this
same
game.
thing. And then from my perspective, hearing the explanation is when VAR checked it. Apparently, what they were checking was it inside or out the box. That's all they were checking.
Wow.
They weren't actually checking if he got the ball or it was a foul, because that was where the
That
clarification.
does not surprise me.
So they're like, okay, the referee's made his call. He's happy for it. Let's just check if it's inside or outside. Instead of actually reviewing the whole incident, because the ball changed direction.
Yeah.
So
How can they not review the whole incident? Like,
I
they're
don't
watching
know.
it a million times. I wasn't watching it whether it was inside or outside the box. Who cared at that point? I was
Yeah.
like, is it a foul
and
first?
since when did being on the line include in? I don't remember this rule.
Yeah. No.
I didn't realize it was tennis.
Yeah. No. It's line.
Don't bring tennis into this. It's a great sport.
I don't remember that rule. So I was like, what is going on? But yeah.
All in all, I thought Sheffield actually did fairly decent.
Yeah, I think most of it came from once we equalized and then got the goal ahead. They really opened up because they knew their strategy of sitting back and just men behind the ball wasn't going to work anymore. And they actually looked really exciting. And I was like, why can't they just fucking play like this more often? They didn't expose themselves too much defensively because they've got the 5 at the back. But they just look so fluid and had so much energy and especially pace with Burke.
Oh, yeah. How quick is he?
That dude is so fast.
Rapido.
Rapido. I know, good old Scottish lad being a rapper play. You don't normally associate that.
That's not what I would have. Not what I would have thought.
And he's a big bulky dude. I don't know if you noticed, but like he's coming out and you could like, you know, when like the dude's pretty jacked, you can see like the pecs like just jumping up and down. He's a big barrel chested dude. And I was like, what is going on here? This guy's massive. I was just thinking, hey, he's going to be a really strong boy up top. And then out of nowhere, he's just like blitzing players.
Oh,
I was like,
really?
what the fuck is going on?
Rapido.
Repeat it again. So besides that,
Well, Berg,
Yeah,
Berg got the
Sheffield.
goal. He scored it.
yeah, Berger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of Penn, I think I'm surprised because Lundstrom normally takes pens.
That's
doesn't
what
he?
I was
So-
wondering.
Yeah.
Who's their tight on pen taker?
Yeah, I remember it being Lundstrom because, and I know Billy Sharp takes them when he's on. But yeah, maybe they don't have a.
You have great
clear-
knowledge of Sheffield pen takers.
I know.
That does surprise me.
I do,
Hito,
mate.
doing a lot of research, mate.
That's why I won fantasy last year.
Very.
You know?
Oh, okay. Moving on. I don't think there's anything else to talk about there.
No.
I mean, we'll talk about Liverpool in a second.
Nah, nothing else there.
That'll be fun. Manchester City.
Yeah.
They played West Ham. They played West Ham last week. Well, this week just gone. 1-1 draw.
Yeah. Crazy result.
Oh, that makes me happy.
It pretty
I
much
know.
was the best string of results for Liverpool because, you know, obviously they've been struggling.
But
And
also, how many other teams like drew and
that's
lost
what I'm
this
talking
week from
about.
the top?
You know, like Everton, Chelsea, you know, obviously all the others. But Aguero, injured again.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, being a Aguero?
Well, I kind of had a little question mark over that in that when he came back last week a lot earlier than expected, and you're always just in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, I feel like they're rushing him back here. And he started and played like 60 minutes last time, and then he's playing again. I was like, yeah, that doesn't sound like the best management of an injured player. Normally come on as a sub first instead of starting a game.
But they didn't
and
really,
playing
they don't
60
have
minutes.
options up
I
front,
know,
eh?
but still, it's like now he's out again though.
Yeah.
If you waited maybe another 2 weeks, you would have had him fit for. So I don't know. I'm frustrated. Obviously being an owner, but
I actually felt
Cooney
that
has
way
these
about
dips.
KDB.
So yeah,
I was like, I saw him come on. I was like, Pep, just leave him on the bench. Just I want one more week
yeah,
for recovery.
yeah. Like off
Yeah,
the bench,
put
you're
on
not gonna,
Foden.
it's
He's
not going
fine.
to change. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, hopefully it's not too long, but he's obviously got quality, so he'll come back at some point and score at least 10 goals.
You reckon?
Yeah, he's too good. He's too good of a player.
I'll bet you a pack of Cheezels that doesn't happen.
He won't score 10 goals this season.
From now?
Yeah.
If we put that in perspective, Myles does not value Cheezels very highly. So he's not really, he's backing you.
Yeah, I know.
He's throwing in a pack of
he's
Cheezels.
he's
If he really backed
he's willing
himself,
to spend $1.50 on some Cheezels.
maybe it'd be some Tim Tams if you really cared.
Yeah,
you know?
no. Up the
You know
price
why
and
I
I'll
say
take it
that
with
is
you.
because I buy those, you know, those 20 pack of like kids sized chips, and I never eat the Cheezels. So
Do you have a child?
You got like a whole cupboard full of them, do you? That you just can't get rid of.
I give them to like homeless people like on the street and stuff.
When did you have a kid?
Probably stale as well.
No, I get them, you know, because so you can ration
Portion
yourself.
control.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Snack it up.
you know, you're just going to dive in like we have here and absolutely destroy these from Whitey in my
Cheezels.
perspective.
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys though.
Oh yeah, come on, bring it.
About Manchester City.
Okay,
Maybe
I'll answer it. I
this-
hope it's
this
about
is for
City
you.
because we're talking about them.
What do you think about Sterling's 2 late chances? Did he bottle them?
Yeah, a bit poor.
Bottled them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one, oh my God, I'm trying to remember them now. I think I literally erased them from my mind.
Yeah,
when
I think the
saw
first one was worse than the
them.
second.
The first one was definitely worse. The
Yeah.
second one was like, oh yeah, you know. But I think he definitely could have scored. It was 1-on-1 with the keeper, wasn't he?
That
And then
first
shot
one.
it straight into
touch.
it. Yeah.
The touch was heavy, took it away to allow
I
keeper
thought,
to come out.
I thought he could have easily gone by the keeper on the left, dribbled round him and tried to finish.
Me
But
too.
He just shot straight at the keeper. Like keeper did a good job coming out, but like, yeah, I don't know. I thought that was for me was the one where he should have done better. For him, like someone of
Yeah.
his quality, he should be scoring there. Like Salah
He's
would
got
have
that in
scored.
him.
Yeah.
I don't know, mate. Wait until we get to Liverpool. I've got a little bit of bone to pick with Salah, so we'll see. But I think Sterling's
we'll
got
see.
that in him, so agree on that.
And just to round this out, let's stick with my fantasy players. Foden came on, got a goal. Pretty happy with that.
He looks really good.
He does look good. I mean, and he's getting goals. He's getting points. And I think he's going to get enough rotation in that City team that I'm pretty happy with having him in my team.
For sure. If he keeps on scoring, you know, like big goals for them, then you can't keep him out. And, you know, you definitely proved me wrong because I thought you drafted him a little bit higher than what I would have. And, you know, you backed it. You know, I spoke to you about it the day after and you're like, no, like I think this is his breakout year and like great pickup.
But that also just shows you the value of bench players in deep squads of attacking teams.
Yeah.
So likes of City, Liverpool.
Yeah, they can get on.
In that they could come on and still score.
Yeah, like
And
Jota
get you some
too,
points.
who started this week, but is a similar style of player.
Similar vein.
One quick shout out to Cancelo. That burst of pace to give the assist.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But it was brewing. Like it was coming a while. I don't know if you guys like caught the whole thing, but it was just like time after time, Cancelo was just coming in and I was like, oh my God. And I actually looked that up and I was like, I'm putting him in for a waiver if no one has him. And I saw that you've got him.
Yeah, dude.
And he looks the goods.
Yeah, I got him as soon as I saw that Mendy was out.
Yeah. Good call.
And then he played. So, yeah, quite happy with that one for sure. So, wrap up some points then very quickly for everyone. Foden with 6, Cancelo with 5 for City side. And then in terms of Sheffield, you got Berger with 7, 1 bonus point for that pen, and McBurney who won the pen with 5. So not super high scoring from these two teams.
No, not really. I think for me, like, yeah, obviously the same teams that the same players, sorry, you expect to score, keep them in your teams from City, Sheffield. If you have Sheffield players, good luck.
I will just say one to watch. I will say McBurney.
Yeah, I did see some sparks from him.
Like last year, I saw a stat on him that he had more touches inside the box than any other player for a period of time. And I think, like what I was saying about Foden, everyone's got to have their breakout moment. And McBurney, second year in the Prem, really could be him.
So, Milo, you seem like you want to predict this.
Yeah, sure.
You just have it in you.
Look, I think that City are really going to put on a show with KDB back, pulling the strings. Because when he came on, he looked really good. So I'm going to say they're going to thrash him. I'm going to say 4-0.
Wow.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Spice House.
They need it. They've been lackluster.
Okay. Let me put that in.
And McBurney is your one to watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he'll be my peasant this week because he's playing City, but we'll see how his fixtures. Maybe he's playing West Brom in 3
He'd be a
games
real
time.
peasant,
Yeah.
in my opinion. All right, Burnley versus Chelsea.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I skipped ahead. You don't want to do that.
No, don't want to do that.
You can't miss Burnley versus Chelsea. Huge game. Look, Burnley, they were holding out against Tottenham.
They really were.
So Tottenham won 1-0. I mean, it was, I think, in the 75th minute that Son finally
Yeah, it was very late.
broke the deadlock in a team that, against a team that's been scoring a lot of goals, and Burnley not so well on the clean sheets, not what we have seen from them. So,
I'll tell you something, though, about this game this morning.
yeah.
I was lying in bed and I couldn't get out of bed to get to work because, I've just finished 2 weeks holiday and I was watching the game and then Son scored. And that got me up. I was up.
Oh,
Cheering my boy on.
I saw that and I was like, oh, God, there goes my Pope clean sheet, and it's to Son. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was brutal for Burnley though as well, because they were the
definitely
most
holding
attacking team as well for most of that game.
They had some chances.
Kane assist to Son. Like, holy crap. The connection is amazing between them at the moment.
It is. I know they're ridiculous, but yeah, I think in looking at Burnley ahead, that it was nice to see them being a bit more promising on that front. They're a bit more attacking, so we haven't seen much from them at all lately. So good to see that they're getting a little bit more attacking. But against Chelsea, I'm not sure what we're going to see here.
At the end of the day, they've got 1 point in 6 games, and I just don't really like their chances. They might have had a few attacking moments, but they're just not clinical.
Yeah.
And maybe they need someone like J-Rod to be starting a game instead of coming on after they're already behind.
Yeah. I think they need something else because we saw it last season. They rely on Wood's goals.
Yeah, and he's not getting the service.
And he's not getting them at the moment. So,
and I'd say as well, obviously with Chelsea's 2 results, 1 in the Champions League, 1 in the Prem, they're very concerned with keeping clean sheets at the moment. And I mean, I'm not backing Chelsea defense in any way just because they did 2-0 draws, but it's obviously a focus for them.
Yeah.
And,
they've been letting in way too many goals.
Exactly. So I imagine there's still going to be a very big focus on that because that's their biggest problem. Because goals really aren't their problem. And I think Lamps for a couple of weeks is going to really try to nut out that defense and probably hold back the attack a bit. But
yeah, that's what I was going to ask on that, because in this game, I was like, where the fuck was your attack?
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't see anything from any of you guys except Pulisic had like 1 shot that I can remember.
And it wasn't even
but
that
didn't even
great,
see Werner cut the game. They were just kind of non-existent.
Well, we'll move on to the Chelsea United game then.
Yeah.
Yeah, 0-0, obviously. And it was kind of similar to watching the Sevilla game. Like, it was a lot of passing around the back, very defensive. They've obviously pulled the reins in a bit and gone, okay, we just need to consolidate the defense. It's more important than attack right now because we've seen. They can score so many goals, and I'm sure they can turn it back on. I know they didn't score in this week. It's finding the balance, but clearly Frank's swung in the other direction. So,
and also now with Kepa gone and Mendy in, I think Frank will be.
It was a game changer.
Yeah, a massive. Like 2 huge saves.
oh my God, they were.
I mean, the first one, maybe Kepa saves every now and then, but that second one, Kepa doesn't save.
You mean the diving one?
Yeah, the one at the end, like in the 93rd.
Rashford curler.
Yeah.
Or there just would have been a mistake somewhere.
Yeah, or a shitty mistake.
Why I even thought more of the one where he came out and kind of closed the gap and got his leg out and stopped it. I don't think that Kepa would do that.
He'd
He
be
would
too
come
worried.
out, but he'd bundle.
Yeah.
He'd kind of just not be big and strong and
Worry about cracking his nail or something. Like,
100%. Yeah, I agree. He's a huge pickup for Chelsea, and hopefully will help at least keep a couple more clean sheets along the road.
well, talking about the clean sheets, just to finish off, I think Zuma, he's really been key for that Chelsea defense.
He's been so much better than I've ever seen him play for Chelsea. Like, I mean, last season I despised him. Like, he scored like 3 own goals in the first 10 game weeks, and I was like, what the fuck? Why does he keep playing Zuma? And obviously Zuma's been working hard in training and must be doing something right. And Frank just kind of kept the faith in him. But I think, he's been great. He's been a great attacking threat on corners. Like, he
looks up for it.
Man, he gets up there for those fucking balls. He can jump.
And he scored 9 points this week.
huge return.
But he scored 2 double digits before this, and he's putting a few string of big numbers fantasy wise. So I'm actually like really keen for the future for him.
Yeah, and I'd say with the focus on defense at Chelsea, that would not be a bad pickup at all if he wasn't in someone's team, and which he might not be because Chelsea's defense suck.
Yeah.
But there was some huge points this week. So Zuma 9, 3 bonus points as you said. James with 8 points, 2 bonus. Mendy with 7. Thiago Silva with 7, 1 bonus. Aspi and Chilwell as well.
Yeah.
So all around the backs.
And on Chelsea's attack, I mean, just to wrap it up, Pulisic, he's only going to get better and better.
Yeah, just a bit of game time.
And also he's got to fit in with those guys. And they again, it's 2 weeks, that they've had him, and it's been another change, like Mount out of the squad this week. Yeah, there's a lot of changes in attack.
Did Ziyech come in at all?
Yeah, he
this
did.
Game?
Last
few minutes?
20. No, it was pretty late.
Yeah, he didn't get that much time, but he came on.
But yeah, they're doing the right thing with him.
Yeah.
And Pulisic, they're actually like bringing him back slow, like what you would want them, like City, to do with De Bruyne and Aguero.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Well, actually, Hito, you haven't predicted this week.
I know.
So
I get to
we're going to give you the
Chelsea.
rare opportunity to pick Chelsea.
I don't know if I've predicted Chelsea so far this
No, you
this
definitely
season.
haven't.
Enjoy it, mate. It
You
might be
definitely
your
haven't.
last.
Oh, does that mean I have to just upset the apple cart here?
No,
and
you
just
can do
go
whatever you
upset?
want. just don't read the stats like your beer predictions.
Okay, I'm going to predict this as Burnley 1, Chelsea 1.
Wow. Okay.
What?
I think Burnley are going to hold you out. And you might scrape one through.
They need it.
All right.
That will take them to 2
I
points.
see that game going differently than you think, but yeah. Where do you think they get their goal, just quickly?
I think...
Who scores it?
Oh, Wood, obviously.
All right. Moving on.
The only person will score a goal.
No. Fuck off.
I'm not going to give you... I'm not going to say Pope and get you more fantasy points, mate.
I said we're moving on. Liverpool versus West Ham.
Yeah. That's a juicy fixture.
I like it.
Yeah.
I would never have said that in the past.
I hope West Ham put him in their place,
Oh, 100%. They just did it to City.
Let's talk about Liverpool first. So yeah, we've already spoken about the unlucky penalty that they had to deal with, but Alisson's back in the team.
Yeah, I know. Back a lot earlier than we thought.
Yeah, I heard
which is good.
The doctor said to him, "You mate, you're going to be out for 4 weeks," and he said, "No, I'll be out for 2. That's it."
Yeah. And then they said
Is
as
that
well.
true?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, what did you do to get back so?" He's like, "I prayed a lot."
He what?
Prayed a lot. He's like the most religious dude ever. It's insane.
And it worked. It worked
Yeah.
for him.
I know. Thank you, Jeebus.
Jesus Christ is real, guys.
He did it. He brought Alisson back 2 weeks early.
And talk about this formation.
Yeah.
Is it like a diamond 4 up top?
I don't know what happened, dude.
I thought it was I thought it was a 4-2-3-1 at first, and then I was like, I think one of the things I saw showed it as that.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And I wanted to ask you about it.
I know there was a lot of rotations. It was clearly Mane on the left, Firmino staying in the middle but coming a little bit deeper. And then kind of Salah and Jota were just kind of sharing the wing, drifting a little bit. Those three were just rotating a lot.
I wish the listeners could see Hito's hand gestures.
They're really tactical, aren't they?
Look, I don't know what it is. It looks like you're trying to cast a spell on the Cheezels, but it's something to
I'm
behold.
trying to make more of them. I want more. We're nearly emptied the bowl.
Yeah, it looks like you're fucking cursing Myles then because he loves a Cheezel.
But yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting game against West Ham. Obviously, yeah, it was and also I think it's funny back to that Jota point about how he started this game. We were talking to Tim about it last week because Tim was saying he's going to drop him.
Yeah.
And we were talking about,
Did he end
I
up
don't know.
dropping him?
He did drop him, yeah.
Oh, God.
9 points.
Okay, you say that you might be one of the most unluckiest people in fantasy, but your brother, he's pretty unlucky.
Yeah, that is
But
pretty
I'm going to
unlucky.
say it now, though. Tim, I'm sorry. You decided to keep Loftus-Cheek over him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Look,
that is weird.
Gave you a little warning last week. There is rotation. And he came on and he played and he looked really good. So
Yeah.
That was a nice header.
But
that
look,
was a great header.
the good thing for Tim is he's still in last place, so he's got the first waiver wire.
Yeah,
So he can just pick him right
fix it
back up,
He can fix it.
miss his points, and
And
then
then-
drop him again.
And we'll get points for 4 more weeks. And then
Oh, Timmy boy.
I know. But
what about Salah?
I really keen to see what he thinks. Because
Yeah.
from what I saw, he one of those goals that got ruled offside was so close and it was beautiful.
that's the thing with him, though. He will have these moments of absolutely insanity where, even like the week before, he didn't look great all game, and somehow a ball ricochets off the post, comes to him, and he volleys it first time into the goal.
Yeah.
So he'll have those moments. But then you spend the rest of the game trying to dribble too much, not really getting through, not putting too many shots on goal. And he did it massively this week. He tried way too hard and could have just squared it by about 2 meters to Mane or Jota to tap it in. And he just went himself.
Bit selfish.
But it's the
But
way
what's
he
your
is,
problem with that, though? Like, if he's going to take all those risks but still get goals, like, how can you complain?
But the thing for me is he's not getting the goals at the moment.
How many's he got?
He's not getting that
Give me the
many.
stats. I need stats now.
I need right now here on the spot.
He's
All right, let
probably
me get
got
it
about
for you.
6 goals.
Let
I
me
reckon,
get it.
5 or 6 goals.
He's got 6 goals.
In
But-
what? Fucking 7 game
but,
weeks?
Yeah, but 3 of them
oh,
were a
he's not
Hattie.
scoring
No,
every goal a week.
3 of them were a Hattie on the first week.
Okay, still. He scored a
That's-
hattie on the first
For
week,
him,
and he's
but for
complaining.
him though, but you think about Salah, this is top tier fantasy prospects and players in the league. For the amount of chances he has, the fact that he's only scored 3 in the game since.
But you're judging him on such a small sample size for someone that's done so much before, and he does it by taking those chances, right? Like, he always is direct and dribbles and shoots and does all that shit. And it doesn't obviously come off all the time.
Yeah,
But when it does,
is.
it's a goals.
It is, but I think there was an element where when he first joined, he had to have a lot of chances to then convert them. And then he became really clinical, and then everything he touched was a goal. Whereas now I'm just seeing a little bit more by watching every game. There's just kind of more moments I'm like, oh, fuck, there was another chance.
High
Like where you said, when you said before
Liverpool
about...
supporters.
I know,
classic.
but man, that's such a small sample size.
No, it's not, man. You guys
He's
don't
kicking me
fucking
under the
watch-
table. He's fucking kicking me under the table.
You guys don't watch him every week.
Oh, I watch him
Like I
every
watch
week.
you.
I watch him get fantasy points nearly every fucking
Tell me
week.
you watch 90 minutes of Liverpool every week.
Fuck that. Who would put themselves through that torture?
Exactly, mate.
Hey,
So-
I skipped the highlights.
yeah. There you go, listeners. He doesn't know shit.
I just look at the points.
I'm just saying that there's those moments where I just feel like, okay, where you said, oh, Sterling, Salah would have been more clinical and put that away. And at the moment,
He's not that.
I'm
person
not
he used to be.
feeling like everything he touches is gold.
I'm reserving my judgment for 3 more game weeks.
Okay, well, watch the full 90 minutes next week and tell me what you think.
If you think that's going to happen,
Well, I won't listen to your
It's
point of view.
Liverpool.
I won't listen to your point of view then if you don't.
Fingers crossed he gets back to the cellar like he was at Chelsea. And
Yeah.
let's move on to West Ham.
Myles, what a great way to finish.
West Ham.
We love West Ham.
They've really surprised me this year.
They're great for anyone low down on or high up on the waiver wire, low down in your league. Because, like
High on the waiver, low in the league. Which one do you want? Which one do you
both.
prefer, guys?
I've picked both. But the thing is, like, obviously now the time is like well and truly past that everyone would have already picked up West Ham players. Because they've been informed for so long. But it's just like it's actually a kind of team that, like, for people who play draft, no, I don't think there would have been that many West Ham players in people's teams. I mean, it does depend on the size of your league, but for us, there was still quite a few available.
Yeah, there was only one taken, I believe, which was Antonio, and everyone else was available.
And now look, it's so good for fantasy draft when a team like this does well. I mean, it's kind of similar to Aston Villa because it creates interest in the league. It gives, not in the Premier League, in your, draft league, because it gives the people lower down the table a chance to pick up outsiders and jump on,
Yeah, and move up on the table.
Yeah, exactly. And kind of even it out. And the people that have all the names are coming up against people that might, have West Ham players who are beating, or not beating, but may as well be beating Manchester City.
Yeah. And speaking of moving up the table, do you think Antonio's put himself up near the top of the table for goal of the season after that?
Oh, he loves the goal of the season.
I was thinking about you when I saw that goal.
It was nice.
Like, Kufal's cross in was awesome, but just Antonio's strength.
Yeah. That's what I love as the difference. And it's not the classical, like, I'm free, I'm launching myself up for this and I've hit it. It's, no, I know it's coming and I've got a man completely around me, like trying to hold me off.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to find a way to swing a leg out and turn that on target.
Yeah.
With my back to goal.
And I know it's
no
close
free
range.
jump. Like, he's just...
No, straight away.
Yeah.
Boom.
He's earned that 100%.
It's not as, good to the eye as another bicycle that's clean, spinning and flip in the air.
It doesn't have to be.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, appreciate the skill.
Yeah.
I loved it.
So strong. And he had a few other chances as well.
Yeah.
You know what else I loved? He was on my bench this week. I loved that.
I love that.
And you know what else I loved? Greenwood played the last 5 minutes of the United game to fucking stitch me up that.
I remember talking to you about it and you're like, don't worry, Greenwood might not play. And I looked up and saw he had 1 point, so I opened it up to check and
it was like 6 minutes.
I was like,
oh, son of a...
I've never said this before, but Ole, I love you, man.
clip that one.
Yeah. Wow. I know. Uh-oh. You're a big Man United supporter.
He does
as
like
well.
he does like red at the moment. So
He likes all the top six. I think he just supports them all.
Let's get back to West Ham. 'Cause they might be my next team, but look,
they're kind of a red, like deep in red. I can see him transitioning from red of Arsenal, red of Man U, then he's going to the maroon.
I wanted to talk about, do you think that West Ham's defense is pick-up worthy yet?
Oh, yeah. Can anyone with some stats right now bring up how many clean sheets they've had?
I think after this game against Liverpool, I think it's very promising.
They've only had one clean sheet from memory. But look, I just think Kufal looks really good and he can get an assist, as we've seen. And even Masuaku in the centre.
2 clean sheets, boys.
2, was it? Yeah.
In this season.
So he made a few big mistakes that could have cost them. They didn't, but he did make a couple of mistakes. But he is kind of their guy in the centre. So I think Kufal and Masuaku could be options.
Yeah, for me, I'd prefer their wing backs because they're playing as a 5.
Yeah, I think they're the wing backs. Yeah.
So,
you definitely want them.
You said center. I was like, what?
No, because he does drift over to the middle of the pitch.
Oh, sorry, I misheard
just to
you.
control the midfield.
I was so confused because I was like, did I miss the last fixture where?
No, I don't mean
center?
their centre halves. I just mean that he gets into the centre of the pitch when they're in possession.
Completely misheard you. Yeah,
all good.
I agree. And that's where I thought they played. I definitely thought Masuaku played there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, showing I know everything.
We forgive you, mate. We forgive you.
It's all right. Top of the
It's
league.
all right.
you
But
give
yeah,
us
I think
a,
that's interesting because they've got, after Liverpool, they've got Fulham, then Sheffield,
Yeah. Well,
who aren't scoring many goals. So
Yeah.
I think that's promising for sure.
Liverpool aren't scoring that many goals either.
So why
Nah,
don't you
they're
take
not
us
scoring
through
many.
the points for this week?
Okay, let's do it really quick. So Liverpool, we had Firmino with 9, 3 bonus. Jota with 9, 2 bonus. Mane with 8 from 2 assists. Then on the West Ham side, we've got Antonio with 8, 3 bonus. Fabianski 7 with 3 bonus and 6 saves.
Woo.
And then Kufal with 7 and 3 bonus. So we're splitting 3 bonus across 3 players. Huge points
That's
there.
massive.
Whoa, that is crazy. Whoa. What the hell?
What the hell? What the hell?
Man, I didn't even notice that. That's crazy.
Yeah, insane. So
What the hell? Yeah, and I think just worth noting as well, not as big as that what the hell moment just now, but some unusual scorers for Liverpool, I guess.
Yeah,
because we
Firmino's
talk
not-
about
Yeah,
Salah.
Firmino's not scoring a lot. He doesn't score at home a lot either, so
Yeah.
that was a nice change. And then Jota, yeah. So
We typically find like Liverpool a bit boring to talk about because the same scores every week. It's like Salah or Mane. You know, it's like, yeah, those players are picked. So
I think that's the
it's nice to see,
perspective.
Firmino scoring a goal and Jota as well.
Yeah, and
so
then Mane on the assist point. So
yeah, bit different.
It'll be an interesting game.
Let's do
Whitey. What? Me?
you're up.
Oh, I get to predict Liverpool.
I think it's me.
You
isn't
do.
it?
Nah, I predicted first.
Did
Back
you?
off, Myles. I got this.
Alright,
I got this.
He's claiming his territory.
Liverpool 2, West Ham 1. I wanted to say 2. I wanted to say 2.
I thought you were forming 3 there with your.
I nearly went 3. I nearly went 2. I know I went 1. I didn't want to
I
say
should've
2
given-
2 all draws.
I should have given you another minute and said you could have. It would have gone down to 2-0.
I hope they don't. It's not 2 all because I really wanted to get that one right. Okay, Aston Villa versus Southampton.
This should be a fun game.
It should be a fun game. I mean, yeah, Aston Villa didn't have a great game against Leeds.
They didn't, but I think that they'll be really keen to make a fight back after that.
Yeah, 100%.
And then Southampton should be, like flying
Yeah.
high from beating Everton. So
I know. And, drawing with us the other week.
Yeah.
Drawing with
Yeah.
us, yes. No, definitely Southampton are flying high. And they're not just getting the same goals from the same person. Let's focus on Aston Villa to start with. Sorry, I'm skipping around. We'll go back to that. But Aston Villa, it's not too much to talk about here. I mean,
they had a few big moments. I
Yeah.
mean, that goal line clearance was
holy
pretty fucked.
shit.
That was, yeah.
I know. I couldn't believe it. I love the goal line technology thing.
I was actually
So
trying to look up the stat of how many millimeters was and compare it to the Liverpool one.
Oh, it wasn't that close.
It was
There was
pretty
still
darn close.
There was a good chunk of the ball on the line from what I saw.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Liverpool was like 2
yeah. Okay, I was
mils.
trying to remember
Yeah.
that, and then I wanted to try and find the stat, but I ran out of time.
I think it was like right on the line and a little bit over, but it was interesting because I would have been very happy with Grealish scoring that chance. So
I bet you
I
would.
know.
I was
And
pretty devo.
I'm pretty sure you'd be upset about him not scoring the other chance he had where
Oh.
he ran the whole pitch.
Or laying it off to Watkins.
I
Yeah.
know.
His tired legs just couldn't
Look,
slot it away.
I was watching that, and I was just thinking back to my main man, Eden Hazard, and I was thinking, Grealish just wants to be Hazard, and he wants to bury this, and he was just too selfish. He should have just laid it off, and your boy
fresh
would
set of legs could just buried
bomb it.
And it
Yeah.
might not have even need to have been buried. The pass off would have maybe been enough to free him up for the return.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Look,
But it was
Too much.
He did all the work to run
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
probably 2 meters outside of his own
Yeah, he
box.
deserved it. He definitely deserved it. But I think at that point, you've just got to lay it off.
Oh, that would have been goal of the season for me.
oh God, he loves to call him early. Game week 7, he's called 3 goal of the season. Oh,
People, you'll notice this about me. I too love calling it.
yeah. I found it pretty funny when Mings was picking up Bamford by the shirt.
Helped him up?
Yeah, just
Kinda.
it was very aggressive helping up. Like it was like, you don't normally help someone up by their shirt.
At what
Yeah.
point was that? Had he scored already?
So, no, it was the point where Bamford went down. He came into
okay.
contact with Mings, but he actually stood on Mings and then started clutching his lower shin, and he was like on the ground, and like Mings was the one that went down and like kind of as well, and he was kind of hurt. And I was like, at first I'm like, oh, I have no idea what happened. And then the replay happens, and you look at it, and it's like, whoa. And Mings, like before you even see the replay, he's grabbed Bamford by the shirt because Bamford's like rolling around like massively. Just grabs him by the shirt and starts picking him up like one hand.
curl.
No, seriously, just one hand grabs his shirt and pulls him up. And I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing.
I do like Mings.
That good aggression.
Not about it. Not about
Terrible
a fantasy
haircut.
pickup.
Terrible haircut.
No, but he's got
Great
a good
strength.
attitude.
Oh, I like his haircut. What are you talking about? That's a juicy throw. I like it.
It's interesting.
It's improved. It was much worse earlier.
I don't really have much else to talk about Villa this week. They have been quite good for the whole season until
Yeah, I
this
know.
weekend.
And unfortunately, Barkley didn't do anything third week in a row for me to just nail the coffin, for you, mate, with your prediction.
Return fire, bitch.
Did Tim pick him up?
No, he didn't. He went for John McGinn over. Yeah, which is a good pickup too.
Yeah, decent.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I think
Okay, more to talk about with Southampton really than Aston
Yeah, a bit
Villa.
more exciting.
Yeah,
I wasn't really expecting that.
me either.
I was
very
expecting maybe a
impressed.
couple goals, but yeah, I mean,
They were just dominant, weren't they?
They controlled the
so
game so
good.
well. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of when I saw Liverpool, the new age Liverpool. Just that.
as opposed to the shit one.
Yeah.
like 6
The
years
last
ago.
30 years.
Mate, no one remembers that time. I've even forgotten it.
Just when they started doing the full press
Yeah.
at every point of the field, and they were just all over the players, and they just gave no space away when they're in defense. That's what they reminded me of, especially that first half.
Yeah, they were really strong, and everything they did kind of created a little bit of space and a bit of a chance to do something with it. So
And Ings kind of showing that he can assist as well as score
Yeah,
because he got 2 assists this
yeah,
week.
2 assists.
really solid as well from Ings, as usual.
Yeah, 100%. The dude is like all of their attack. I mean, yeah, look, they got some other good goals, like Shea Adams getting another goal this week.
That's one thing I wanted to bring up. He's free in our league. We've got a 7-man league, and he's still free.
I know.
And I'm really
Yeah,
surprised.
he only
in
got
that.
dropped recently as well.
He only
before
got,
the 2
yeah, I
goals.
know.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
He got dropped really recently. It was at the draft. He
Yeah.
got dropped at our redraft.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, he didn't get picked up. I did think about it, but I ended up going with
Antonio.
Antonio. Thank you.
He was free.
Well,
He
that's
was free as
okay.
well, which I'm happy with.
That's good. I think that's good long term.
Yeah,
because I don't know
100%.
if Shea can like keep.
But I think,
keep this
yeah,
together.
he's definitely one to look at the moment with that bit of form. And
Yeah.
Southampton playing really well.
and a pretty prolific attack.
And their fixtures coming up. Obviously, they've got Villa now, who've
Yeah, I
just
was
been a
just
little
looking
bit
at that.
vulnerable. Then Newcastle, then Wolves, who are kind of up and down. So,
Ooh.
yeah, I'd back
Get on that
Southampton
form run. Yeah, I do too. So definitely looking at Shea Adams, Ward Prowse, another big. You're a big fan of his, aren't you, Myles?
I am. I think he's just really solid, and kind of like when we were just talking about a breakout year. I feel like he's due. I really do, and he's on free kicks. He's on corners, and he gets the odd assist. And look, he's scored a glorious goal. By the way, we haven't even spoken about that. That was slick.
It was
Yeah, it
very
was nice.
slick. He's definitely adding more goals to his game. I remember seeing a stat after this game week about how, he's played, say, 190 games and he scored like 10 goals. And then in the next 98 games, he scored 12 goals. So he's like really increased,
Yeah,
but he's still only scoring he's not hitting double digits.
yeah. You
not
don't
heaps.
see me actually picking him up. But,
Yeah. I think in
I
deep
am a
leagues,
fan.
though, in deep leagues with lots of players,
Yeah,
he might be someone you'd want because, he plays every game,
yeah.
set pieces, occasional goal.
And anyone that scores a goal and then does a golf celebration, I love.
Oh, here comes out now. This is why. I can't believe I just supported all
Okay.
this.
Talk to me about the points this week.
Okay, well, let me lay it out. Ward Prowse, 11 points, 3 bonus points. Ings with 10 points, 2 bonus points. Adams with 8, 2 bonus points. And the defense all got 6. So fucking heaps of points
Yeah, really
from
solid.
all
Clean.
of Southampton. A clean sheet, there's a lot of points.
Especially clean sheet with some goals from non-defenders. It's
I know.
it's a busy week.
But like a clean sheet these days is like a unicorn. Like
I know,
they're
it
hard
is
to
a bit.
fucking...
Well, Southampton are looking okay defensive, so that's one as well to look for there. They're looking really strong defensively and getting a couple of clean sheet points.
And good fixtures.
You look at someone like Vestergaard, who's had a goal when they didn't get a clean sheet, so he's had kind of a nice little run. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So Vestergaard, you'd include in some informed players, really, and definitely one to watch.
Yeah.
and basically a bunch of their defenders, really, if they
Yeah,
keep
jump
keeping
on
clean
with their
sheets.
fixtures. So
Okay, so prediction, Myles, give it to us.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this one, and I'm actually going to back Villa to score some goals, but also Southampton to score some goals. So I'm going to go with 2-2.
Oh, you bitch! Copy me.
I'm happy with that. I've got players in both teams, so I'll take that.
Everyone's just supporting fantasy in that game.
Yeah, I know. Definitely.
All right,
Fantasy game.
Newcastle versus Everton. Newcastle played Wolves, drew 1-1. Southampton obviously played Everton and won 2-0.
Yeah,
So, Everton played Southampton and lost
2-0. Yeah.
2-0. So, some interesting stuff here. Newcastle, kind of same as always, hey?
Yeah, a little bit. Since they've had that big win a couple of weeks ago, they've dropped off a bit.
But it's the same guys that kind of look dangerous.
Yeah.
It's, Saint Maximum, who, I always see him do something kind of crazy.
And he's still available in our league. So.
Yeah, with good reason though, because as we said, he's one to watch.
It's like one or two moments a game that he's kind of generating at the moment. So
I know, and they're just not converting into points. And as soon as that happens, it feels like he'll just skyrocket. But for now, not too much. Yeah, and I think really the only talking point for me is that free kick was very nice.
it was very nice. Yeah.
And
completely disguised by the wall. I think completely threw off the keeper of
just curled it.
how much heat it had on it.
Love a curler.
What do you think of Newcastle's keeper and his save against Jimenez's goal?
Oh, like
The
That
lack
he
of a
should
save.
have
lack
more.
of
The
a
lack
save.
of a save.
Yeah.
yeah, I think from
Because he got a good hand on it, but
I
it
think
wasn't that.
From one angle, it looks like he should save it, but from the angle from behind, I think that there's a lot of pace on it.
Yeah.
And some people will save it. Like maybe a Courtois, someone that's just like really, really strong. But Darlow, don't know.
Yeah, well, he's been really strong save-wise lately, so that's why I'm a bit surprised by it. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Look,
unfortunate for them.
can't withstand the power of the Hemi.
The Hemi volley.
So Everton with a little bit of a shock this
Yeah,
week.
what the fuck happened there?
Just a blip for me.
Yeah,
They
you
just
reckon?
lost all their confidence after drawing with Liverpool.
Maybe.
Like, damn, all these years we haven't been able to beat them, even on our best
All
year
right,
ever.
we've already
we've
talked
drawn
about
them,
Liverpool, mate.
and now they've just lost their confidence.
I think they'll do just fine.
They could miss Richarlison as well.
Yeah, that's
Whoa, Diggy's out too, mate.
And Diggy's out.
Yeah, they're just accumulating red cards now. Do you think we're going to get another one next week and we're slowly going to have...
as long as it's not
the
Siggy
teams-
and then Diggy and Siggy are now.
Never know, mate.
Yeah.
And
Talking
Ricky.
about Siggy, he had a cracking strike.
Ooh, two decent ones, I seem to think. One off the crossbar, another decent hit in there. He loves to take a shot from range,
Well, he loves it.
and he's good at it.
He's very good.
I like him in that kind of left mid position because it feels like he'll come in and
Well, we remember seeing
rifle a
Swansea
couple.
days. Hey, he used to score a lot of those bangers from central to left. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, he's nice. But I think they definitely struggled a little bit. Maybe they missed some potency with Charleston not being there. Didn't see much from DCL this week.
Yeah, DCL quiet for one of the first weeks.
Yeah, because
week,
DCL was pretty quiet against Liverpool, and then he popped up with his goal. So yeah, they obviously didn't get the services week.
That's it.
And then for me, I think a little bit of mind games from Ancelotti is interesting here because there was a lot of James
Yeah,
injured chat, and then all of a sudden he's starting. It's like, oh, you dirty dog.
Yeah, exactly. And he even brought up, it's like, all the chat about Virgil and the red card with Pickford and incident has led to Digne getting Diggy getting sent off. And I was like, for more games, post-game mind games. Like, what are you up to, Carlo? Calm down.
Mate, he's a fucking
Be
mastermind.
the cool
We
one.
all know.
Be the cool one.
Jose did it the other week with Son, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got you good.
Yeah, got you real good. How deep was he in your subs, mate?
He was that's at the end.
At the end, oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah, well, Ancelotti up there with Mourinho for mind games.
No,
lately.
who would have known?
And you missed it. Bobby made a huge claim.
What did he say?
Did you hear it?
What did he say?
He claimed best manager in the world, Carlo
He
Ancelotti.
does love Carlo.
Fucking loves him.
It's just because he's like, why can't my club get a manager?
Yeah, no,
like
but he was
that?
saying at one point a few years ago before they got Roy, it was just like, Ancelotti's free, Ancelotti's free. And I was like, bro, Ancelotti's not going to Palace. Right?
Yeah, I know.
Just chill.
Miles.
Well, we said the same thing about
Wait,
Everton
Miles is-
before we
wait.
went there. So-
We need to flag that. Miles is saying Ancelotti wrong.
Yeah. The corona's getting
That's how I say it.
I know it's how you say it. And I know we now have to say it that way.
God.
But doesn't mean it's right.
Why
And
does he
it's
keep doing this to us?
Ancelotti. It's like,
Ancelotti.
it sounds like something else.
I don't know what that
An
is.
axolotl.
Yeah, it
or
sounds like
something.
an
I don't know.
Ancelotti.
An
I
ancelotl.
got bit by an Ancelotti on the weekend.
All right. And
I'd
my
get bitten by
and
it.
my misery here. Not a lot of point scoring there. I mean, not enough to talk about. Give me a prediction.
Yeah, it's up to me. I think Everton will get back on the horse here, and I think Newcastle aren't showing enough at the moment. So I think Everton will come out with a 3-0.
It's a good chance for them to come back into, form.
Definitely.
And how long's Richarlison out? Is that for
He's still another week. or
another
two.
week. So, but that's
two more
good.
weeks.
No,
Two
that's
more, yeah.
great. They've got a chance to, play an easy team without him and probably win. So
Definitely.
3-0, I like it. Oh, baby. Manchester United versus Arsenal. Well, as we've just recently discovered, Miles supports both these teams.
Wow.
I know. How do you feel about this?
I
mate?
can't believe this has happened.
I pretty much support every club in the Premier League.
He'll support
come
who's at
on.
home. Man U's at home wearing red, so he'll probably support Man U this game because he likes the red colour.
I might take that Arsenal yellow, but that's pretty jucy.
It is
Mate.
a sexy kit.
He's Arsenal. Drew. Come on. We're joking about Manchester, but he loves the Gunners.
All right, so
I think he watches Arsenal fan TV more than most of Arsenal fans.
Manchester played Chelsea, and they
He's
drew
shaking.
0-0.
The chosen Juan Mata.
Yeah, he's back in the lineup.
I like it.
Well, then he made the difference last week, didn't he? We kind of called that out. So
He did, but in this
But
game,
not
he was
enough.
pretty quiet.
Yeah, he had a couple of chances, but is he going to continue to play? Because if he is he a pickup? He's on free kicks.
I think I'd want to see him play a little
Over
bit
Bruno?
more.
Some.
Yeah, dude, he's got some serious competition there.
Yeah, I'm not saying
'Cause
Pen.
but Rashford and Pogba.
Well, that left foot difference, mate.
But he's the lefty. He's the chosen one.
I
He is.
I love Juan Mata. My favorite thing is that he didn't even play that well for United because he's just a Chelsea fanboy. Like he just never gave up on us. Even though we gave up on him.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking Mourinho.
Yeah, you guys dogged him hard.
I know.
What do you guys think about Cavani?
Well, I mean, look, he first touch of the game nearly scored. I was like,
I was
scared. Yeah. I was like, yeah, great. There's something on Cavani for a corner. Fuck. And then like straight away lose
One
the
person you did not
defender
want.
on the near post and nearly flicks it in.
It was a nice touch.
It was nice. Honestly, he's class. I think what we all think will happen, he won't play every game. He might start some. He'll just fill out that squad. And I don't definitely worth being in fantasy teams because I think he's definitely
he doesn't
got goals
need a
in
full
him.
game.
No.
His quality to come on for 20 minutes and
Exactly.
get a goal.
And you see that just in that Chelsea game, and he was like unlucky not to score that goal. And like maybe there weren't a lot of other chances, but still, definitely one to watch. A third striker option, 100%.
100%, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Then I think there's not really much left for me to say on that. Like,
No, the only thing
Chelsea defended pretty well. They
Yeah.
were very defensive. Manchester United were very defensive. Chelsea controlled the possession for a majority of the first
rushed
half.
with a few shots,
Yeah.
few chances, looking quite lively.
And look, maybe just from a fantasy draft perspective, we were dissing United's defense for the whole season so far, and they've kept a clean sheet against a good team. Maybe a few of those questions might be coming back into play. They might have just had a bit of a lull at the start of the season, like they kind of tend to do lately.
Yeah.
And, they might start shoring up the defense because they did have the best defense in the league last season.
Yeah.
So, look, maybe that might be coming back into play.
I think it depends if Harry Maguire keeps trying to chokehold players on.
What the fuck? What the hell? That was bullshit. That was fucking
Yeah.
bullshit.
How do they? I guess that sums up our little VAR rant this episode of how do they not look at that, but they spend minutes analyzing if
Yeah, he's
Fabinho didn't win a tackle on
on
the line,
or not.
but they don't see that. what the hell?
Well, because what they talked about post game is that the ball never went out.
Yeah.
So there's a dog in the room.
I know. We got a little special guest.
We just had a little bit
He's
of
come flying in.
yeah.
Hi, Kevin. Okay, so
Let's talk about Arsenal.
no, I just wanted to quickly say that the reason that they gave the referee pundit, I guess you call them. They now have referee pundits since VAR came in.
Yeah, he's like the spokesman.
Oh, yeah. I know that guy, yeah.
Yeah, so
to clarify the decision.
yeah, exactly. So they have to have one of those
Call him
now.
Baldy.
Yeah, Baldy. Baldy's good.
He looks
It's
a bit-
pretty disrespectful, but
It looks
yeah,
like
Baldy.
the life's been sucked out of him a little bit, don't you reckon? He's just
Yeah.
kind of like on desk, like, yeah, so
Mate,
this decision this week.
A Dementor.
Yeah, they did.
A Dementor kind of came in and
It's like, what is
he's
going on
straight out of the Prisoner of Azkaban.
here? He definitely is.
So anyway, he came on and said, he came on and basically said that the ball never went out. The ball was cleared by Maguire.
Yeah.
And it kind of got then cleared again. And there was no chance for them to really review it because the ball didn't go out, which is not a very good argument.
bullshit.
I know.
Bullshit.
Wow, I'm even more filthy with that.
I know. And oh God,
It's like the
old
whole-
mate ex Liverpool that you don't like.
Michael Owen.
Yeah, Michael Owen, thanks. Michael Owen like tore into him for that one.
Oh,
He's
of
like,
course he did.
and how much longer is that going to be a thing? Because it was like, that can't be acceptable.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. They're just so incompetent that they can't even think, and even the guy who's trying to be pro referee can't think of anything legit to. He can't just say, "Oh no, they fucked up."
You know what I
That's
did?
what they've done.
he did kind of agree, but he's just like, this is the reason it happened. It needs to be fixed. So he
Yeah.
did kind of agree, but it was
so-
like, I know, it's still bullshit.
You know what I did after that game? I looked up the VAR official and I looked up what team he supports
Yeah,
because I was like, there's a lot of United and Liverpool referees.
and that's out there.
Nah, he goes for Luton, but it was. I looked it up.
I didn't realize you could actually find that out.
Yeah, Google.
It's out there.
Google
It's on the
tells you
dark
things.
web.
Yeah,
Well, they normally don't get put on games that conflict with their
I know, but
allegiance.
you know, like I'm still not convinced with that Luton.
Yeah.
Seriously,
maybe.
Okay, let's talk about Arsenal, Leicester.
Yeah.
Look, Arsenal lost 1-0 to Leicester.
yeah.
I think Arsenal trying to be really solid as a team defensively in their shape has really impacted their creative output.
Yeah.
Because over the last few
Similar
weeks,
to
we've
Chelsea.
seen this. There's this whole season, they're not scoring many goals. But the amount of foul, even last year, like the firepower they had, even though they weren't that great, they were scoring some good goals.
And a lot
And I
of-
think that's aligned with the Chelsea point you guys were making about how they're trying to shore up the back and be solid and it's impacting the attacking. And I think
Yeah.
that's 100% happening with Arsenal at the moment because they got nothing.
No. And I think it's also like a good idea. Like, I think it's a good idea from them to shore that up because they're known to be able to score goals, but they also concede a lot. Like,
Yeah, I
maybe
know.
not as prolific as Chelsea have been, but still.
But I think what big part is that it's taken their biggest kind of goal machine out of it in Aubameyang.
But they can
They've
bring
cut
it
him
back.
off.
I feel like they can.
They can, but how many weeks do they want to keep doing the
I
same
know.
thing before they...
I agree, but you also do have to fix your defense if you're still losing a lot of games.
I know, but they're still losing now trying to do it. So
I
don't
know. Look,
Like, I don't know.
Look, it's Arsenal, mate.
I know it is. I
You
know.
should probably ask Myles.
But it's just, I think someone for like, I feel really sorry for people who have Aubameyang because he was killing it last year.
Yeah.
And now this year they've come out so more, defensive minded that it's just cutting him off from any kind of,
And so many people would have gone for him. Went to a midfielder. Like,
you're like, yeah, he's going to get 20 goals. Easy.
Yeah. And
wouldn't
he still
rule him
might.
out.
He still
Yeah.
might. Like it's 6 weeks.
I
in,
know,
and,
but it's just a bit worrying if this is going to be their
like,
philosophy. Like, where do they then loosen up to create?
yeah, 6 weeks in, we got goal of the season, and Salah's useless. But
yeah.
they got lots of chances in them. But was Schmeichel just too good for them?
Oh,
He
there was some
pulled
good
off a
saves.
lot.
There was
of
there was a
saves.
couple, but I don't think he obviously got the 3 bonus, which I was devastated about being on my bench. 'cause
I saw that.
I backed Leno over
Schmeichel.
Schmeichel just because I thought Arsenal had more defensive. So Yeah, I think, he obviously helped a lot, definitely.
And what about the disallowed goal?
Yeah,
What
look,
do you guys think about
I don't
it?
want to spend too much time on that. Like, I do agree with the decision. There's like, a player who's offside in the way of the keeper. Like, for me, it's not a goal.
But everyone does it.
Yeah.
I guess so, but sometimes it's just like it's got to be called sometimes. Like it's a rule.
But also, how often do you see it get called
hard.
for impeding the keeper? Like the keeper's coming out for a punch and they're just like, yep, foul on the keeper.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, what, people aren't allowed to compete for the ball?
Yeah.
I know.
So for me, it's kind of in the same line of that, even though they've called it an offside. But yeah,
I guess also sometimes
it's a bit rough.
There's a person on the line. So when there's a person on the line, I guess you can't call it offside.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
It's a bit hard. But I think at that close range, it's definitely blocking a bit of the view.
One last point. Bellerin volley. Oh, getting.
How did he save it? That's what I'm talking about.
I
Like
know.
Schmeichel.
It was pretty close to him though. But yeah, I know. It was a spicy shot. Bellerin's still looking, like he might get some points.
He
on
really
defense. Yeah.
He really could.
Okay,
agreed.
so the top point scorers mainly came defensively for United. Lots of clean sheets. Arsenal, a bit of an NA there.
Yeah.
Not very many point scorers. Now, who is predicting
You're
this
Whitey.
one?
I think you're up.
It's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, you're up.
Your favorite team. Go on.
Okay, all right. My favorite team. What? I was reading something
he's
else.
trying to
I was
throw the
reading something
blame.
else and didn't realize what you were saying. Don't fucking throw me under the bus. You fucking-
Man United versus Arsenal.
That's a classic.
What do you think?
Gunners thing to do. Look, I think there's going to be more goals because they both didn't score goals. Oh God, this is not easy.
Get your voice on and give it to us.
Manchester 2, Arsenal 1.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
You like the 2-1 this week, don't you?
I had said 2-2. I said 2-2, 2-1, 2-1. All right, mate. It's quite a common goal score.
Well, mix it up for me next
It's
time, all
common
right?
scoreline,
You got
right?
one more left. Mix it up for me next time, all right?
2-1. Tottenham versus Brighton.
Yeah.
Tottenham, Son scored again. Kane assisted. What can we talk about fantasy-wise?
I know. Well, we spoke about how Burnley were leading the charge that whole game and Tottenham were not that present
I know.
attacking-wise. And then
And
out of nowhere scored a juicy goal. How often do we see a header to a header?
I know. I was pretty disappointed with last week not being able to come on the pod and talk about the West Ham Tottenham game.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the funnest games that I've watched this season.
yeah, that was crazy.
It was awesome. And
That was a good one.
I was just thinking back to that game in Tottenham's perspective from the Burnley, and I don't think they wanted to do that again. So again, just like we've spoken about Chelsea and Arsenal, they're really just trying to shore up that defense for a long period of time. And they did have a few chances. I'm not going to take it away from them, but yeah, just that defense. I think they wanted to shore up after that horrible 10 minutes that they had
and what
to
a team to
suffer.
do it against, hey, Burnley.
Yeah.
Well, now that most of us have seen the Tottenham doco, we know the kind of chat that Mourinho would have had with them after that game, the 3-3.
That would have been tough.
There would have been like guys, we have to do better. Can't fucking let them do that. All right. Now Brighton drew against West Brom. I think we all thought that maybe Brighton would get a few more. Hito, I know you predicted 2-0 to Brighton for this game.
Yeah, I did. I thought
I would
that'd
have
be,
agreed with that.
Yeah, especially the way that Brighton started. They looked really lively.
Oh, fuck. More pace.
creating
Score
chance.
that.
I know, that was
couldn't believe
ridiculous.
that. Like-
Nice from Lallana, though. That ball through to him.
Just because you look like him doesn't mean he's the greatest player in the world. Unselfish pass, like such a fucking Liverpool support. I'm looking at the note here and it says Lallana, unselfish pass.
What? Yeah, come
Don't
on, mate. That's just a
worry.
football
Such
lens.
a Liverpool
He'll
supporter.
be
Nah.
injured in 2 weeks.
No, it's
Yeah,
just a
true.
football lens. I
Yeah, when did he
appreciate-
come back?
I appreciate the greatness, all right?
Yeah, lots of early pressure forcing that own goal. But their early pressure needed more goals.
Exactly. That's especially against a team like West Brom where you want to kill them off with the promoted side. You've got to go up ahead. The fact that you just 1-0 is not enough with the way Brighton have been playing, and it came back to haunt them. So, yeah, really, really rough. So, yeah, Grant got the goal for West Brom. Um,
And Livermore got that own goal.
I know. So that's the only points really from that side.
Yeah, okay.
But
All right,
yeah,
well, let's run into a prediction. Oh, do you want to? Let's quickly talk about their upcoming fixtures. Tottenham with they've got Brighton, West Brom, City. 2 decent fixtures there for them.
a few more weeks of points, I think.
Yeah, there could be some good
Or a
points
tough
there
one.
for Harry Kane and Son because I mean they don't fucking share. And then Brighton, Tottenham, then Burnley and Aston Villa. So 2 decent fixtures at the back end there where there could be some more Brighton points, but
Depends how Villa pick up.
only 1 win in 6. No, yeah, 1 win in 6 now for Brighton. So
Yeah,
they're not
really
winning.
got
They have been getting some goals and some fantasy points, but
Yeah.
they're not. Who knows? The same thing could happen with them. They might be a bit more
Exactly.
defensive. I don't
And
know.
I think on Brighton, it's the same guys. It's Morpay, Trossard looking okay. Lamptey's looking good again. He helped win the kind of ball to put pressure on for the own goal, but no one's really killing it point wise to make us want to jump on anyone.
But at least they look good while they're doing it.
They do. Yeah.
Miles.
They're putting it in, and that's what I like.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about how good looking Lallana is again, but
Okay, predict it, Miles. Predict it. And I want to hear a prediction voice. I'm fucking sick of these.
Tim stole my prediction voice. I just want to talk to you about that.
Yeah,
He did, but I'll bring it back
yeah, nice.
in a time.
Yeah, Tim totally stole. I was like, oh, Tim.
No, I can't do it.
it's got to be on the fly.
Yeah.
It's got to be natural. Let's do it. Or jump in,
Prediction.
mate. Jump in.
Tottenham 3, Brighton 1.
That was very much like my prediction voice.
I know. I had.
You like my one. I get it.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like Bobby's one, I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, the little girl.
Yeah, that haunts my dreams, man.
Shout out to Bobby again. You're going to get trashed every week for that one.
Haunts my dreams.
Love you, Bobs. All right, moving on. Look, the back end of the pod here is getting a bit dull here. Fulham versus West Brom coming up. Oh, God.
Yeah, they had a few threatening moments.
Fulham
early
might
on.
get some points this week.
I know.
West Brom might get
I
some
know.
points this week.
Rematch of some promoted action for them, but yeah, obviously Fulham lost to Palace. They looked okay to start with. They were quite attacking, creating a few moments.
Lookman with a shot off the post twice, one saved onto the post, but was going in. Yeah, for me, I'm still looking at Lookman. He's a real looker.
He looks good.
He looks so good to me.
So good.
He's pretty spicy.
Yeah,
He didn't
it's
get in
just
the
a shame he
points.
plays for Fulham. That's
I
all.
know.
But yeah, if you need to pull the trigger on not many available options, I think he's definitely one out there to keep an eye on, especially against West Brom for sure, who have not been very good either. So
This could be a week for him. If you got a fifth mid, I honestly would think about Lookman.
yeah.
I'd be looking at him.
Well, especially just for this week, I would just pull the trigger for this 1 week if you had it.
Yeah, maybe for the 1 week, because I was just about to come in and say, like, surely there'd be other people that you could pull the trigger on besides Fulham, and we'll get to West Brom later. But maybe just for this week.
But you're
when they're
thinking of a
playing.
league of our size. You know,
Yeah.
we got to appeal to all
Yeah.
draft players out there.
Okay, if you're in a 20-man league,
Oh, come on.
If you're in a 100-man league,
jump on Lookman this 1 week. Man, I really hope he scores now. But
I'm just looking at their next 2 fixtures, Tottenham and United. It's going to be 1 week, guys, for Lookman. Yeah, so I'm really looking at Lookman. He's a real looker.
Yeah, no, I think, it's going to be interesting for them. But I think hopefully it's a bit exciting. 2 teams from promotion can battle out. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we didn't really say anything about Carney's goal in the 94th minute. We love a late goal lately.
crack.
He's the captain, eh?
yeah, he is the
I
captain.
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Just stood up for his team. Just like, nah, I've had enough. 94th minute, I'm having a crack. Boom, goal. Love it.
Worldy.
It was a worldie. I think Hito would mention maybe. Did he say goal of the season?
I think he was thinking it, but he said it too many times. He doesn't want to just come out with
Nah,
too
mate, it's
many.
not coming
Okay.
off my lips. That's not coming off my lips.
Oh, okay. I don't want to know anything about your lips. West Brom. Now they drew with Brighton, as we've already talked about. A bit of a lackluster game. The first half they struggled. Second half they were better. It's West Brom. Like, that's all I have to say. Like, Grant scored. Carlin Grant scored, but like, I wasn't frothing on it.
No, it wasn't. I think you need to see a little bit more, especially for this team.
And with West Ham and Everton coming up,
Yeah.
they're two teams in form.
I know. I also didn't know.
They're in trouble, man. They're in so much trouble.
No, they've actually they've actually got Tottenham then Man U. We flip it round. Sorry, had it backwards there. On the
Oh
sheet.
my
So
God.
it's even
Someone
worse for
wrote
them.
on our spreadsheet the wrong stuff and made me look like an idiot.
But that's all right. At least like it was someone else making you look like an idiot instead of yourself for one time.
That's a nice change.
Yeah.
God,
Fuck you.
Marlo, have I told you I like having you back? Have I told you that yet?
It's good to be back. I tell you.
so you can talk more about Arsenal.
Can I just say I didn't realize Norwich are playing in the Prem again this season with West Brom's away kit?
Yeah.
And their form.
I thought we got rid of this hideous.
We got
look.
West Brom's form and their team shirt.
I know.
That
They're really
canary.
channeling it, aren't they?
I know. All
I don't
right.
know what's going on there?
Yeah, like let's just move on from this.
Oh, I really don't want to predict this.
You have to.
I know. Let's give it some hope. I'm going to go Fulham 2, West Brom 2.
Oh my God, you're
Come
doing
on.
all the same
Let's
fucking
see some
predictions.
spice. I haven't done that before, have
Yes,
I?
you did. You did two all earlier because I said you copied me, you prick.
Oh, yeah, I know. You've lured me into it, mate. I've fallen into the trap.
Moving on.
No, I went 1-1 Chelsea. So I'm doing a lot of draws.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous prediction. By
You
the
said
way.
two.
We'll see next week.
Okay, Leeds versus Leicester. Now this is a spicy one. Plenty to talk about with a Paddy B
Yeah.
hat trick. A Paddy B Hattie.
Yeah.
He was
Paddy
pretty
Hattie.
on
How come
fire.
you guys didn't pick him up? Like,
Well, it's
seriously.
because you stole it, mate. You
Yeah.
stole it.
I mean, I tried.
We got a wasp in the
There's a
studio.
wasp in the room. How the fuck did a wasp get in here?
Danger zone.
That was on your mic, dude.
Was it?
Yeah, all right.
zone.
We'll move on. You'll hear us scream if anyone gets
out of
stung.
here. We need to get out of here. Let's wrap this one up.
Okay, no, there's plenty to talk about here. We're going to show our commitment to fantasy football. Okay.
This is stressful.
Yeah, we should introduce a wasp into the room every week just to make it interesting.
So,
All right. Leeds.
Bamford,
Paddy B.
20-minute Hattie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huge.
look.
And he looked really threatening before that as well.
Yeah, he could have scored like 2 or 3.
He could have had a couple.
Let's talk about the hat trick. He got a nice poacher goal with his first, a worldy curler from range with his second, a class finish for his third, 4 fucking guys on him, and
Yeah.
he still gets a shot away. What the fuck?
Dinks a little curler out from nowhere.
Yeah, he just dinks this little punt curler. Oh,
yeah.
my.
God, that was nice.
It's
was
kind of like my
spicy.
golf on the weekend. Just tapping
Your
it
chip
about.
range.
Yeah.
Okay, mate. We've already had your golf chat.
Yeah. He's very impressive
Yeah.
game from him. And they just looked up for it. They were just so threatening.
They're
so
so
attacking.
fast on their counter.
All players, wing backs getting involved.
Yeah, Dallas looked good.
Harrison getting involved. Costa there as well. Points all around this game.
Yeah, no, you look down, we list out the top point scorers on our little spreadsheet here. There's a lot of fucking names on it above 5 points.
There's a lot of points flying around this game. So
Bamford with 17, 3 bonus point, Kosh 8, Meslier 7, Alioski, I think that's how you say his name, 7. Ailing Dallas 6, Costa 6, Klish and Rodrigo 5. Fuck me. If you had Leeds players, you were doing great.
clean
this
sheet
week.
with 3 goals is Spice House.
Now, Arsenal, Leicester. Leicester won 1-0 and Vardy. God.
Yeah.
Mate, it was like
they
a
haven't won a
smash
game
and
in
grab,
2
wasn't it?
weeks.
Yeah.
They haven't won a game in 2 weeks. Did they win last week? Anyway.
Yeah, they had the
When it-
strategy, didn't they? Let's hold it out until Vardy can come on.
But when Vardy
then
comes on,
we'll-
boom,
Yeah.
the party starts.
But that through ball from Tielemans through to Jex Under,
Yeah.
new boy.
Yeah.
That through ball was lovely. Just set him free. Lovely little kind of chip ball, and Vardy just heading that one home. It was spectacular.
So good. And what
Yeah.
about the commentator? He wasn't fit to start, but he's fit to finish. I love that.
Fit to finish it off. He was really impressive.
And they just absorbed the pressure like all game. And I just thought that they really controlled. They kind of set up for like just to draw the game.
Yeah.
But they did a bit of a smash and grab, a Vardy party smash and grab.
They looked like they knew what they were doing. And Leicester have not been that great defensively. And I think they switched it up with bringing on a few more defenders this game. So
Yeah.
looking a little bit more solid. throughout this game. But yeah, I think hopefully we can see this come back because Leicester, we love watching Leicester.
Yeah.
They're always threatening, attacking.
Yeah, always.
Hopefully it loosens up a little bit now with Leeds, who are very open as well in the way they play. Then they've got Wolves, then they've got Liverpool. So a little bit of a tough run.
Yeah.
I'm hoping from Liverpool's perspective that they can just keep being shit for a little bit longer by the time we verse them. But
I don't know. We might
we'll
see that form from the first bit of the season where they just looked so great.
Yeah.
And now that Maddison's back in the team, and he almost caught Leno off his line.
I know, very early on too.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite hit it right with his weaker foot, but that would have been spectacular.
That's it.
Would have loved that one.
Now, I was gone getting rid of a very
I didn't
dangerous
even know. I
wasp.
didn't even notice.
Thank you so much for that, eh? 'Cause, like,
It was tense in here. It was
thinking-
really tense. Did we say how many fucking point scorers there were for Leicester as well?
No, that's
The
perfect
list is nearly as fucking long as
I know.
Leeds, and they won 3-0.
defense, man.
Not as it's classic defensive clean sheet. There's so many points that come from a clean
Talk us
sheet
through it.
defensive wide. Look, we'll just run it through. Schmeichel with 10, 3 bonus points, well deserved. Vardy 7, 2 bonus points. Played for like 20 fucking minutes, gets 2 bonus points. Fuchs 6, Castagna and Justin 6, Evans and Fofana 5. I mean,
Points all around.
points all round. Everton have been a bit up and down. Leicester have been a bit up and down, but
Interesting game.
Bet on that game.
I'm really excited to watch this one.
yeah,
coming up,
Leeds
so
versus Leicester. That's a big game.
That's a spicy
I never thought I'd say that.
I know. Well, let's lead into your prediction, mate. What are you feeling? You're wrapping this one up for us.
Okay. Oh God! I see Leeds winning this.
Wow. I'm not saying wow as in like that's not going to happen, but wow.
Leeds 2-0.
2-0 to Leeds.
Well, I don't know if Vardy's fully fit yet. Like, you know, if they're going to rely on
you
him
never
to
know.
come back.
They held Aston
on-
Villa out and would say Villa are in more better form than Leicester at the moment. So,
Yeah.
yeah, let's see what happens.
That's how I feel. Now, to wrap us up this week, we're going to come back with some Kings and Peasants.
Yeah, bring it back.
This is a game that we play for any new listeners where we choose one king, one peasant. A king is usually somewhere in the more established high performer range, the top half of that. And then the bottom half is peasants. Usually someone that might slip through the ranks or be one we're watching. And basically we combine those two players and we all make those picks, and each week we battle off against each other. Now, it's been a while since we've done this because Myles has been away playing golf for 2 weeks with Gareth Bale. Yeah.
I'll have to lead it to you actually because it's your first pick. So I'll just take over while you have a little minute. And
I just want to
I'll
check, did my fucking points not even get updated, or did someone actually write 0-0 and that's what I got last
Yeah,
time
that's
we
what
did
you
this?
got, man.
I got 0-0.
Yeah, Mane didn't play.
And Lamptey, oh my God.
Unlucky.
That was brutal. What happened? Oh, I got COVID. Fuck. I saw that. I was so mad. I've wasted my Mane pick and he got fucking COVID.
I know. And Milo killed it last round. He had Sterling and Bowen.
Yeah,
couple
I'm
of
a
weeks
crusher,
ago.
guys. Just I'll update the listeners on the overall points so far.
Oh my God. I just
Whitey's
realized I
got-
picked Mane twice.
Oh,
I picked him in the first week.
that's illegal. Well, you would have got 0
0
anyway
points.
if
Lucky
we
I
noticed
picked him.
How do we let him get away with that?
Don't worry. He got 2 points for me in the
breaking the
first
rules.
week as well. I
He's
picked
burned it twice.
the 2 weeks that he got no points.
That's too good.
All right.
Good.
So now I'm going to go first here.
He's leaving a long,
I know that was a
process.
really suspenseful breath.
very suspenseful.
Oh God, I'm sorry, I'm not prepared for this. Okay, I think Sterling is gonna. Oh, have I actually already picked Sterling? Come on, guys, you got.
You haven't picked
Yeah.
him.
Okay, I'm picking
you haven't
Sterling.
Yeah.
Sterling for some points. As we said, City are gonna come out punching, and they're up against Sheffield. Like, let's do it. Let's do it.
Fair
Sterls.
enough.
Let's do
like
it.
it. I like it.
Now for my peasant.
Yeah.
I know I'm taking a long time here, lads. I do apologize. Peasant's going to be quick. I'm ready. It's going to be, I think Bowen's back. Bowen's going to score against Liverpool.
No worries.
I hope not. I bloody hope not. Is it me next?
It is you next, yeah.
Okay. I'm jumping off with my king, Sonny Boy.
Ooh,
He's on fire.
Yep.
First in Brighton, he's going to destroy them. I'm feeling some serious points here this week.
As soon as you said that, I realized I panicked with my first pick.
And then for my peasant, I'm going Vestergaard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, going for a defender.
That's nice. I like
Just
that.
mixing it up there. I feel like
It's a good time to go for that. Considering we've got to keep changing up the players, very good timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, really like it. So I've been thinking about it, and I do like the Man City pick from you, Sterling boy over there, Batty boy. So I'm going to go KDB, back my own player.
Huge when he's been out injured and not much form to go off.
Yeah, I'm easy with that. KDB doesn't need
You're just
form.
praying it.
He just needs 90 minutes.
He's in your team, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yes, that's where it comes from.
He is. And for my peasant, I'm actually going to go... I'm wondering if I can get away with this. Can I say Bamford?
No.
No, not with the form.
Not after a hat trick, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Nah, you can't call that.
Then I'm gonna go. Look, I'm not prepared as well. I'm just gonna. I'm winning by that much that I'm just gonna go Cleach.
Okay.
All right, that's fine.
Leeds
Better than my
there.
pick. So,
No, you got two good picks.
all right.
Even
they're
though
good
Bowen
picks.
won't play, but all good.
Well, it's nice having you back, Miles. I'm glad you can make it back
welcome
from
back,
the
bro.
golf course.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, don't leave us for 2 weeks next time, all right, mate?
I'll try not to.
Yeah,
we
unless
missed you
you're
too
going
much.
somewhere really exotic.
And take us with you, and we'll do a holiday pod.
holiday pod.
Take it
Pod
on the
from
road.
Tahiti.
Yes, I like it.
Fuck. Well, we can't really go anywhere right now.
I know, but maybe one day.
We might be able to go to Tassie at the start of November. Do Tassie pod.
Yeah, let's do Tassie.
All right, boys. Great job this week.
And just one last thing.
Oh,
Why don't you just tell the listeners what to listen out for next week?
I forgot. Next
Little
week, we're
special.
going to be having a little chat about trade strategy. Just some little talk about, some of the different things you can do with trade. It doesn't happen a lot. Sometimes it's hard to get it motivated. So, yeah, we're just going to talk a bit about trade.
Yeah, we're going to try and drop a little bit of knowledge week and week. Just a little short segment to give you guys some extra details.
Yeah, good strategies and things that we've done in the past. So keep your ears out for that.